A acquires 80% of B for 8,000, right? So there is a company called A, as you can see, and there is a company called B. We do have financials, income statement of both the companies. So what is happening in this case is a company is acquiring company B. So in that case, we can also say that A is acquirer and B is the target company. And whenever you acquire more than 50% of any company, technically, as from the accounting standpoint of view, you have to merge company you have to merge the target in acquirer's income statement and financial statements. So how will you do that? So in case of acquisition, you will just merge the company A and B, and you will do something like company A's revenue, and company B's revenue. Copy and paste. As you can see, I have clubbed all the numbers. And let me just do a bit of formatting here. Okay, so I have clubbed these both the numbers, and now so both the companies are merged. So that will be a new company after acquisition, which can be any name depending upon the decision that they have taken. So this is a new company merged of A and B. So that is your merged company, but we have to discuss or show the minority case. What is a minority interest in this case, right? So guys, whenever you acquire anything which is less than 100% or more than 50%, as I've told you, you have to do a merging of both the companies. In this case, A has acquired only 80%. They haven't acquired 20%. So what will happen to that 20%? So let me show it to you. So as you can see, the net profit, the bottom line is getting added here. Company A has a profit of 9,800. Company B has a profit of 18,200. Both are getting merged, and the total profit is 28,000. But the moment you will add A plus B, there must be 20% holders, like which you haven't acquired. There must be a investor group of those 20% who will ask for companies B profit, because they will say that company has only acquired 80%, so we should have a right of 20% of company B's profit, right? So what will you do? So you will say that since I own only 80% of this company B, it means that I do not own a 20%, then I do not have a right to the 20% of company B's profit. So I'll just calculate 20% of company B's net profit. How much it is? It is 3640. I will say that this amount I does not own, and I cannot claim this much of money because I haven't acquired 20% of company B. So this 20% of profit I do not own. I will give it to these 20% holders who own this 20% share of company B. So I'll say 20% investors, or can I say this as minority investors or shareholders? Yes, I can. Why? Because we have used the term called minority because we are assuming that anything less than 20%, 50% can be shown as a minority interest, because it is not in majority. 50%, more than 50% is majority. Less than 50%, we are just showing it as minority holders, right? So this is minority holders to B company, the company which you haven't acquired 100%. So this 20%, so this 20% I do not own. Now, how much net income is available to company A, which is 28,000 minus 3640. This is the amount that the company A owns because they have acquired company B. So this is a 24,360, which is addition of this plus 80% of this, right? 80% of 18,200, which is coming out to be the same. So the amount which you haven't acquired, or sorry, the part of company B which you have not acquired, the profit of that, we call it as minority shareholders of company B, or net income to minority shareholders. So that's where I just shown you this thing, minority interest, which is 3,200, which we do not own, will give it to the minority holders of